that's allowed out on the road.
It's usually a flattened cat.
That kind of cat, yeah.
That sort of cat.
Fucking hell. I pressed the button, Tom. We're live.
Whoa.
Oh. Don't be nasty.
Smooth start.
Good
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 94. Don't be nasty. Thomas.
Booker pasty.
Hey! We've got all sorts of bollocks to talk about tonight, but we've also got Rick, you'll notice. He's just down there with me.
Hang on. Can we stop a second?
Go on.
Is that why you and Tom come on early so you can practice the "Don't be nasty"?
Booker pasty. It was
It doesn't even work in my accent. Don't be nasty.
Fuck a pasty. Yeah. Because that's 3 whole words that Tom's got to remember, so he needed a few dry runs.
Just that's how it goes. Fuck you, Geek Squad.
Can we turn Tom up again as usual, please?
Yeah, we can turn Tom up again. Why not?
It's not the only dry thing you've had either, is it?
You what?
I said it's not the only dry run he's had, is it?
Not the only dry run. Not the only dry run.
From shy anal.
Yeah, I rubbed myself up against him a little bit before the show. So yeah, we've got Dickhead back for a bit. He's on his mobile phone, so he did say he wasn't going to be here for long, but he's here. Say hello, Dickhead. We've got Damon as well, because Damon's just there for me. I don't know where he is for you, but he's right there for me.
I'm here for me.
He's there for me.
On me, fucking hell.
There for me. Yeah, I'm here, but hello everybody. Thanks for having me on again, guys.
You only come on to cause trouble, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's here for.
Yeah.
So, should we do some what thou vaping on then? Because there's 5 of us. It might take a while.
Thank God for that.
Thomas, what thou vaping on, mate?
I think Rick should go first.
Nah, you're first.
It's been a while.
We'll leave Dickhead till last then.
Oh, you can't leave me till last. It'll probably be sort of way past my bedtime by then.
Go on, Tom. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Tom is very quiet, by the way.
Seriously, if you corner a fat man, they get angry.
It's true.
Keep away from the butter biscuits. Keep away from the butter biscuits. He rages. He swipes like a cat.
He swipes. Come on, Tom. What are you vaping on?
Well, can you hear me? First of all, can you hear me?
Bring your fucking knobhead mic a bit closer.
Can you fucking hear me?
Well, now we can. So keep doing that, and everything will be all right.
All right, no worries.
I missed this.
Let me out for the day. I am vaping, as always, Minikin V2 with the Endless Slammer, and I'm vaping on the strawberry stack that I made last week. That's me for the week.
Strawberry what? Sorry, strawberry what, Tom?
Short stack.
Is that just a strawberry shortcake then with a bit of cream in it, is it?
Yeah.
Quick question for you, Tom.
Yes, mate.
Baby related. Is Poppy got into the habit of punching you in the face yet?
No, she nips.
She nips? Oh, yeah. I'd nip you too, to be honest.
What's a nip?
Nip.
Oh no, don't go down this road.
Pinch.
Do you mean pinches or bites? Nipping to me is biting, like when a dog nips you.
Yeah.
Well, they mean both, don't they? Nip can mean pinch, and
I just want to know what Tom means. I don't want a dissertation.
That's a nip.
Right.
Thomas, did she bite her? This little Poppy would have bite her.
She doesn't bite, no, unless you put your fucking fingers in her mouth, she don't fucking bite.
But what do you mean by nip then?
All right, pinch, you pinch.
Pinching! Fucking hell, we got there in the end. Jesus, it's fucking hard translating, isn't it?
I'm fucking northern, we're saying nip.
Mate, I've lived up north and everyone said pinch.
No, everyone says nip. I'm with Tom on this.
Well, I'll agree with Damon.
Good.
Oh, Rick, what are you vaping on, mate?
Now, it's been a while for me, hasn't it?
It has been a while. We haven't had you for about 3 weeks, have we?
Oh, have you
I've got a few. Have you seen the goon on the
Have you got it
on the
working?
endless clean. Hmm?
Have you got it working?
What, the goon on the endless clean? Yeah, it's working.
Oh, I can't get mine working on mine.
Huh?
I can't get mine working on mine.
What, the goon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to adjust the internet, mate.
Can I just respond to Chris JB's comment in chat? I actually put a jacket on this evening for that very reason.
Well, it looks like you're
I am not topless. You cannot see my nipple. Oh, you can, but you cannot see my nipples. But
yeah, we did say that.
If you were topless, there'd be little brown spots on a yellow fucking skin, wouldn't there?
what?
Because you're
Giraffe. Come on. This is
fucking hard work, this show, isn't it? It's hard fucking work.
Well, when you've got over to the other side and you've become a professional, what can I say?
Is that what it is?
Apparently, they've got like it's semi-scripted over there. Apparently,
well, they have detailed show notes.
They're like the Richard and Judy of vaping shows, aren't they? Really, whereas Vape Talk UK is a bit more like the Sex Pistols.
Big breakfast.
It's a flattering comparison. Can we let Rick finish telling us what he's vaping on?
I think
the carrot is no longer a carrot, so there you go. It's goon, and on that I am on Hellfire Juice Lemon Custard Donut.
Oh, I haven't had any of that in fucking ages. It had a different brand name on it when I last had it.
Yeah, it's all right. They reckon it's 2.5 milligram. Tastes a little bit harsh.
That, Rick, that LCD from Hellfire Vapes, you know, skinted rhubarb and custard?
Yeah.
50-50 those together, mate. That's one of the finest vapes you'll ever taste.
I haven't done a rhubarb and custard in a long time.
Lemon custard donut with skinted rhubarb custard, mate. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I've never been that poor to mix my juice like that. But anyway,
actually, that does sound like a really good mix.
Yeah, thanks, Damon. I wasn't poor when I bought the fucking bottle off you.
Oh, yeah.
What's the brand called again, Rick?
Anyway, so it's Hellfire Juice. Someone just asked where the tip's from. It was from Bessie Goldsmith.
Bessie?
So, look him up on the Facebook. I mean, they're not in chat. They sent me a PM. And then Minican V2 with the Troll RTA. Oh.
Rick,
What? Huh?
Where's your soy? You've not put that on the show yet.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there slowly. Hang on.
I'll shut up then.
Yeah. So this Troll RTA is absolutely fantastic.
I've heard a lot of very, very good things about it.
I heard a few negatives about the insulator and stuff like that melting, but I've not had an issue. My coils have been close as close can be, and I fired it and no insulator issues.
It's probably people smacking like 120, 130 watts from it, isn't it?
Well, I've got mine at 70 on a 0.3.
Yeah, exactly, which is like normal for a tank, and I've ate mine at 70 on a 0.35.
Yeah. I mean, I've got no doubt you could ram it up to over 100 watts. It handles it very well.
But
on that, I've got the Trading Standards favourite, Candy King Sour Worms.
Don't have the batch for me.
Yeah, it's batch for me as well.
Well, I just picked it up. That was actually my last show was before the last day at the Grumpy Monkey, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So my leaving gift from, and some of you already seen this, my leaving gift from Sean & Co at the Grumpy Monkey is this beautiful SOI.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Engraved with hashtag Riyadh on it as well.
Cool.
And on the bottom, it's got Grumpy Monkey on there. You probably can't see it, but it's got the upgraded contacts, silver contacts, and stuff like that in it, and it is beast, and it hits. And I hate saying this because how hard does it hit? It hits all right, but it hits a lot harder than anything I've ever vaped.
It's all placebo, Rick.
Woo woo! Are we all about the stream chatting almost? Is it? Does it hit that hard? Does it?
It's
like
so
Ralphie would say.
Got 0.1 building here. It's what is it? Flapton, N-I-A, Flapton, and right. Then we go to this, which
give better flavour because it's Flapton.
Yeah, how is the flavour of the Flapton?
Exactly the same build. Hang on. So there is a noticeable difference.
It's all about them coils.
And they're both fresh.
4.2 volts going through a battery. One's got 3.7 going through.
They're both fresh batteries.
Actually, we do have a definitive answer on this now. I ran a poll in the Vape Collective group during the week, just out of interest.
It's not a definitive answer, is it?
It's science.
If the Vape Collective group agrees on something, it's definitive.
Yeah, it's for real science.
Can I finish?
God, normally you want people to interject. Normally you're saying, why isn't anybody talking back to me? Why isn't anybody interjecting? Now you're moaning because nobody's...
Yeah, but I don't get the full experience on my thing, you know what I mean? So on that, I'm on Hellfire Juice Lemon Cream Biscuit.
Is that any good?
It is actually. It's quite nice. Again, they marked it as 2.5. It tastes a little bit harsher than a 3. Not by much, just a little bit noticeably.
I haven't had any of that Hellfire range since it got rebranded as Hellfire. I had it when it was on the old branding.
You're saying it's a bit harsh, Rick?
Sorry?
You said it's a bit harsh?
Only a little bit, only a tad. You sort of feel it on your throat, but then I have had a sore throat for the past few days, so it might just be that because it only arrived sort of a few days ago.
I think that's the lemon, you know. I get a bit of irritation from lemon vapes on occasion. I think it's just acid.
I get a bit of irritation from you, Damon, but I still accept it.
Fair enough.
Crabs will do that.
What's Bessie Goldsmith's shop called?
Golden Vapes.
Golden Vapes. There you go. Who's it that keeps messaging me? Andy Gregory. Yeah, Golden Vapes, mate. Golden Vapes. And Mark Skis, how do you get into the chat on the show? Via YouTube. Just go on YouTube. It's YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Mark Ski.
Right beside the YouTube page thing.
Yeah, right beside it. No, this technical wonder IRC chat. It's just YouTube chat. That I can't see right now, so don't care what's going on. Right, moving on.
Moving on. Do I get
to
vaping on?
Oh, there you go.
Right. I picked a new toy up this week. I don't treat myself very
For yourself?
See, now he's going to interrupt every fucker else, isn't he?
To be fair, since he's been on his little break while he's been to Scotland, he's been nothing but a fucking troll. He was all over IOS chat fucking trolling me while I was on there. He's all over our chat every week since he's fucking not on the show. He's a naughty boy.
I'm literally bored. Literally bored out my head. Literally
bored, as opposed to figuratively bored, Riyadh.
Literally and figuratively, in any other way you want to put it. I'm pretty bored. My PC's in storage, so I can't play any computer games. No Rocket League or anything. What's going on?
You know.
I know.
Surprised you didn't have a VPN link from your phone to your fucking computer and leave it set up somewhere.
What part of in storage don't you understand?
Like it in storage?
Oh, I could do if they had electricity. They don't. It's Scotland, mate.
You were that
Sounds like a you problem, Riyadh. Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
You were that bored. You actually spent time with Chris JB.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
So. To be fair, he brought the Pandora down for me to try it, and it's decent. Anyway, let's leave it at that for now. And then I took him to a vape shop that we saw the other day, and it's at the bus station, and it's basically a newsagent. So it's kind of converted to a vape shop, but the way they've laid it out is it's almost as if they've got their order from China and just got the box and just gone fuck off and thrown it. It's just everything everywhere. It'll be shut down.
You took him to a vape shop as if he had to hold your hand and be supervised at all times.
No, I had to show him this vape shop, which was literally like a 2-minute walk. he struggled the 2-minute walk, but it was literally like a 2-minute walk. There's a little bit of an incline.
Bless him. His foot's fucked.
Yeah, he's a trier, though, isn't he, Chris? That's the thing, man. He's a trier.
It wasn't his fat. It wasn't his foot, Damon. It's because he's fat.
Well, yeah, I was being nice about it. I thought this is a non-nasty show tonight, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
No.
all
I
right.
think it's just irony in the title, Damon.
Having intercourse with baked goods.
I got the wrong memo.
Nolan.
Good evening then. As I was saying before I was rudely cunt. Bought myself a new toy, and I'm not one for buying myself.
Does it vibrate?
Huh?
Does it vibrate?
A little bit.
Is it pink?
It's called the Oh My God. Anyway,
Did you have to have it injection molded?
Stu, shut the fuck up. Right, so
He's getting touchy.
It's fair enough.
so I was running the original Brass Rogue, and I am running Twisted Message Skill.
Nice.
Oh my God. And I don't say that very often. My God. It's almost like the Goon, but right. It works.
What's wrong with the Goon?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Goon.
Oh, right. This is like films, like films when they're really, really good, when everyone first goes to see them. Like, everyone enjoyed Prometheus, and then 2 months later, it was the worst film ever.
Honestly.
Is that going to happen in vaping now?
I am very, 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 very impressed, and I'm not easily impressed. Huh?
The thing I can't get my head around with the skill isn't skill a bum disease or something? I wouldn't know, Stuart. Isn't skill a bum disease?
Are we talking about anal? Are we doing that now, or?
Shy anal, brilliant.
Anyway.
Oh dear, moving swiftly on.
24 mil. Huge, great big deck. 2 posts. Now, I was a little bit worried that you were going to get a bit of a bend on the posts, but I've been running this all week, solid as fuck. I don't know, they're not massive coils. 22 gauge flat fused with 40 gauge for those that like pompous coils. But yeah, very, very impressed. I'm not one for massive airflow, so I've got it dialed down to 2 air holes. Honestly, for 60 quid, it's a bargain. And it's quick.
What did you pick? What, the Rogue or the skill?
Huh?
The skill for 60.
The skill for what? You powered lads kicking in.
Is it the skill for 60?
Skill.
I can sign it, mate.
Can anyone understand Rick? Is Rick's accent's changed?
No.
Oh, the song down here. Yes, that's right.
It's a Robert Nate trick over the board down over there. The Robert Knicht.
I don't even know what that was.
Don't worry about it. You'll be educated soon. You'll understand it all.
Right, either way.
I speak Scottish. Don't worry about it.
What, like it's a second language?
Like English.
I would trust you, but I've been taught never to trust a guy that needs a canoe to get out of his drive.
We're going along those lines now.
It's still going. Okay. Carry on for years. He's gone.
He's gone to check his turn and tap off. Either way, amazing flavour, absolutely banging. Nice short. It's a little bit stubbier than the Goon. It's like it's on the piss. Nice wide drip tip. Thumbs up from me.
Standard half-inch drip tip.
Say again?
Is it a standard half-inch drip tip?
Yeah.
Can you turn Tom up, please, Joe?
I can hear him fine.
It's a bit whispery for me.
He is a bit whispery.
In my other hand, I got my 70 watts modus, running the Hurricane Junior with good old faithful Akina.
You run out of that yet?
Right.
I'm down to about the last 2 bottles, so I'm starting to panic a bit.
I think you should apologise to Stu. It looks like you might cry.
About what?
Actually, someone in chat's just said, Kaylee Kara, I've not seen her in chat before. Welcome, Kaylee. I'm calling it now. This is going to be the nastiest show ever. Wow.
Fuck off, you bald cunt.
That shit's just part of it.
So yeah, that's me pretty much done.
Who's left then?
Damon, I think. Oh no, we've not done Stu. We've not done Stu.
Stu hasn't been.
I think Stu needs a tampon first.
Mampon.
Manpon time.
Children, pack it in.
Stuart.
Right, so now that Dolan's finished working past his deep-seated emotional issues, I'll talk again. There is a couch beside me, Dolan, if you ever need to lay on one and talk to someone. It is only a 2-seater, mine, so it'll about fit your torso on it.
It'd be like me being in the bath with my feet on the fucking windowsill. Exactly how it is. What were the hands all about? What was...
He's been thinking of that comeback for the last 10 minutes. It really should have been better.
Damon, do you want to go first?
I don't mind, mate. No, gentlemen first.
I don't mind. I honestly don't mind.
Should we put it out to chat?
I would be delighted if you'd tell the good people what they've been vaping on this week.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say a couple of things. It's Tracy's birthday tomorrow. Tracy, my wife. So can we all say happy birthday to Tracy?
No.
Mark, am I allowed to say happy birthday to Tracy?
Someone keep it. Yeah, so happy birthday for tomorrow, Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. Hope you have a lovely day, my love.
Also,
happy birthday, Tracy.
Happy birthday, babe. She says thank you.
Do not let him take you out on a boat trip.
Fucking hell.
If it's not bad enough getting another year older, you got another year with Damon.
Yeah. Also, I want to say a big shout out and a massive thank you to Andy Cross. I've not been so good recently, and as a get well soon gift, he's very, very, very kindly sent me this gorgeous Endless Clean. I didn't realise just how nice these mods were, but I'm very, very impressed with it. And it's the first mech mod that I've owned since a 4.9, which is, when was that? When was
4.9? 3 years ago, I think.
Maybe longer than that, eh? But anyway, yeah, it's the first mech I've owned since the 4.9, so I love it. So thank you, Andy. Amazing, amazing. It blew me away.
What happened to the ginormous drip tip?
The ginormous drip tip is actually on the Hourglass, which is on the RX. I'm rocking the Gaia on here tonight just because I think it looks really nice on it. I just think it looks quite special. So yeah, I've got what have I got in here? Boss Reserve. It's bananas and it's cereal and syrup and stuff. It's not bad. It's all right.
It's very nice. Reserve.
And then in the Hourglass Atty, which obviously doesn't fit flush on my shitty RX because it's meant for a hybrid, but I've got it on here anyway. Fuck it. And I'm I don't know whether these guys are new. Renegade, you want to know of these guys? Stocked at Grey Haze anyway. This is a green sour belt, which I've never had a green sour belt. Anybody? They're those chewy American sweets, aren't they?
Yeah, I know what you mean. There was Kicks had apple sour green belts or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a good sour apple. There's no complex about it, but it's a really, really nice, zesty, fresh apple, and it's sour, and it does what it says on the tin. It's green apple, and it's sour, and it floats my boat, and it goes really, really nicely with a glass of white wine. So if anybody drinks white wine out there and they're struggling to find a decent pairing, then I can recommend green sour belts for a dry white wine.
Just a little fact for you. Sour apple.
I love facts, Vic.
Well, it's a fact about me, so obviously, come on.
I don't disbelieve this.
Sour apple was literally the first flavour I went looking for after the standard Vampire Vape Blackjack, and mixed myself. And the only way I managed to do it was buying a 30ml bottle of Hansing.
Yeah, I've never actually tasted the blackjack. I know everyone makes about it, but I've never tried it.
Vampire Vape Blackjack?
Yeah.
That was my diet. That was literally my diet on vaping. But I tipped out 5ml of that, added 5ml of blackjack to it, and it turned it into a really nice sour apple. And, you know. Oh, but yeah, there you go. That was a fact. No, blackjack was one of my favourite juices when I was a mouth to lung.
You see, Red Astaire was mine.
Red Astaire one.
Red Astaire was very, very, very common.
I'll have to dig out some concentrate and have a blast on that again. I'm not sure I'd like it now, though, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't think you will.
Can I carry on there, Rick? Is that it? Have you said enough?
Well, you know, I think the whole point of this show and the premise of the show is just obviously not to have one person's opinion, one person chat directed towards the audience, but to have several opinions and several people just communicating. It makes the show flow better rather than the last couple of weeks where it's just been. I mean,
I like when they talk UK to the Sex Pistols versus like Richard and Judy on the other show, the Ideal Show.
No, we're Holly and Phil. You're Holly. The rest of us are Phil.
I think we should change the show name to "Don't Be a Cunt."
Ooh, or Don't Talk Like a Dalek. Maybe that's a good one. Oh, another thing as well, Damon. Before you start, by the way, has anybody seen? Has anybody seen the released? Not the released pictures, but hackers have to be with X-rated stuff that they apparently acquired.
All right, Willoughby Talk UK is done for now. Then
I would definitely be interested in those sort of images.
Okay,
just putting it out there. If anybody has them, send me a link. Lovely. Carry on.
Such a twat. They also do a cookie dough and ice cream flavour, which is a bit weird. I don't know whether I'm getting on with this at the moment. I moan sometimes because there's loads of e-liquids out there that call themselves ice cream but haven't got any cooling effect or colada in them. And this has. And the cookie dough is pretty good in it, but it's a bit weird. It's just...
Hang on a minute. Well, have they got another flavour as well, which is lemon cheesecake with orange zest?
Is that a serious question?
Yes.
No.
Because
they do another flavour. Can't remember.
Kix has a cookie dough and ice cream and a sour green belts.
No, the other flavour is a pink lemonade, which is a little bit harsh. It's the old harsh lemon thing in the throat again. It is a bit harsh. So, I mean, it tastes good, but it just doesn't get along with me for whatever reason. And I also want to say thanks to Paul Shirley for sending me some nice Devon's Heaven. It's good.
I do actually like that. I rate that as a custard.
It's very good, isn't it? It's quite different. Do you know what it reminds me of, Rick? Did you ever have Wooties? No, shut the fuck up. Did you ever have Wooties? Did you ever have Wooties number 21 back in the day?
No.
It reminds me a bit of that, which I thought was like an amazing custard. Yeah, reminds me a bit of that. There you go. Go on, Rick. Over to you.
What are you on about?
It's your turn now, isn't it?
No, it's Stuart's.
Oh right, Stu.
Are you paying attention?
No. It's your turn, Stu. Sorry, Stu. How are you doing? What are you vaping on? No, we don't do what you're drinking, do we?
What you have to do?
Mark, if you check your mailbox, you will see that there'll be a letter there from the Press Commission That's my triplicate completed forms requesting permission to talk about what I've been vaping on this week.
Bear with me a second. I'll just get onto my learning.
Just pop down and have a look. As soon as I see you stick a signature on those, I'll let the good people know what I've been vaping on this week. Okay, mate? Just wait for Mark to see if those have come in yet.
Tumbleweed?
No, I don't seem to have it. It might have gone to spam.
Okay. I'm afraid we're going to have to skip me then. I can't risk giving any opinions. Sorry.
What did he say, Stu?
Pardon?
What did he say?
He said it's not come in yet.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, I don't make the rules.
I'm just laughing at Douglas saying, "Sack the old guy with dementia."
Yeah, get rid of Gollum. Get rid of him.
Hang on a minute.
I've already got the comb over, to be fair.
I'm working on it.
Right, so this week I am vaping my tan Cerakote Endless Clean with the Slamham 24. And on that, I've got Tom's favourite juice, TYV Custard Donut.
Boom.
Big fan of that, aren't you, Tom?
Yes, mate.
100 mil for 15 quid. And I've got my Dotbox 300 watt with the Petri RTA, and on there I've got this fucking weird ice cream cake that I don't know if I love or hate.
Actually, Stuart, I watched the Idle show on Thursday that you were on.
Yeah.
To which you actually blended in very well with them. You didn't slate that Dotbox enough.
No, it is. It's doing my fucking head in, I'll be honest. I love and hate it.
Have you emailed them yet, Stu?
No. I'm the most disorganized person in the world. It's so fucking embarrassing. I've spent about 10 hours this week on Minecraft, but I've not spent 30 seconds writing a fucking email. It's embarrassing.
You're the sort of person that gets angry at sleep, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I actually am. If I oversleep, I wake up really angry. Like, for fuck's sake, I could have done something with that day. But yeah, just two stabs for me this week. This, I'd be interested to know if anyone else has tried it and what they think of it. Because I can't make my mind up if it's delicious or fucking horrible. I just, like, the needle sort of just goes from left to right with it. It's, I don't know.
What does it taste of?
Chlamydia.
Oh.
Yeah, sort of like fanny cheese with sugar.
Dirty bastard.
That's just sold it.
Who made it?
Boom, sold it.
Jack Nelson says it's nice but sickly.
Who
See,
makes it?
I would say it's nice but fucking horrible. So at least we've got a similar opinion on it. It's made by the same people that make Anarchist and all of those fucking one-offs. You see, the ones that are like 0, 2, 4, and 6 milligram.
Hold it up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
No, just hang on. Just hang on.
Yeah, we good? Get a
Screenshot
screenshot.
for trading standards.
I need
Oh
to.
dear. Yeah.
You happy?
Baddies.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so yeah, it's either lovely or not very nice. Don't really know. Couldn't tell you. But TYV custard donut's fucking delicious. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Yeah, smegma and cat food. But sort of with vanilla and cheesecake.
And yet you still keep going back to it.
Vapor treats, that's what they're called. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, it's those guys. So that's me this week. We should probably start getting on with some kind of fucking talking about vaping, shouldn't we? Thomas! Thomas! You want to kick off our first category, Thomas?
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Thomas.
I think we should talk about the good one that you found earlier.
You want to start on that, do you?
What's all this cryptic bollocks? Just say it.
What,
What are you on about? We've got a little bit of content going on since you fucking left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tom's very loud now.
It's apparent that
there's no custard donut thing you're missing, Dale. Custard donut is genuinely just a fucking delicious e-liquid that I really like vaping. You're not missing anything, mate. Unless you've ran out of custard donut, in which case you're missing custard donut. I got some fucking very well steeped here.
Oh dear.
Right. So let's talk about what Stu found earlier.
Okay.
Is my volume all right?
Yeah, your volume's all right now, Tom.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I was having a bit of a browse around, just trying to find sort of vape news, desperately scrounging for content, you know, as I do every week, just before we go on air. And I found this article saying about vapes being made available to prisoners in the Isle of Man. And apparently, this isn't without precedent. Apparently, vapes are also being planned to be made available to prisoners in Ireland. So it's the Isle of Man and Ireland that are both thinking about pushing this out first. But obviously, as with all these policies, you know, it starts little and eventually it catches on and becomes a bigger thing. And it just got me thinking. So
can you go a bit deeper, Stu? Are these being provided FOC on prescription?
right, let me read out the article or summarize the article that I found. This is from vapingpost.com, and I will post a link to it in the chat if I'm allowed to post a link in the chat, because I'm actually signed into the chat from my personal account, so I might not be allowed. Let's try. Apparently I am allowed. Good.
Rolling it out in the UK as well, Dale says.
Yeah, so this article says, following the news that Irish inmates may soon have access to vaping products, we have more good news for prisoners in the UK, as authorities from the Isle of Man are introducing a 6-month pilot in introducing the products at the local Derby prison. The 6-month pilot is aimed at reducing the dangers caused by inmates lighting up and smoking, finger quotes, illicit materials to substitute cigarettes, since the prison has been smoke-free since 2008. Besides the obvious health hazards, these dangerous activities have also led to the prison experiencing over 800 power cuts caused by, and I couldn't help but laugh, the inmates using kettles and electricity sockets to light up. A spokesman for the Department of Home Affairs said that switching prisoners to the devices would carry economic advantages by saving taxpayers over 15 grand a year in comparison to giving them other nicotine replacement therapies. And additionally, the switch would also have the advantage of protecting prison staff from secondhand smoke exposure. So basically, they're planning on giving it to them instead of NRT, which means that it is at the taxpayer's cost.
Are prisoners allowed to smoke inside a prison then?
Most prisons are smoke-free now.
Ah.
Apart from illegal activities.
Yeah, and all the drugs, so they're not smoke-free.
They are officially speaking smoke-free.
Right, yeah.
I have only just heard this story, and the first issue I see with it is you've just basically provided them with a lighter.
Well, I'm assuming it'll be some sort of closed system, but
They'll find a way to get to that coil.
yeah, I can predict ways of accessing that battery and doing naughty things with it. What do we think?
I think that it'll get rolled out everywhere very quickly, as it has done in the majority of the United States as well.
Keith Wilson says, hope they give them all the shit flavours. What was that juice line that you and Rick slated, Tom?
When we sat...
Peroni.
Perino.
Perino. Just give them all fucking Perino.
Perino, yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea, personally.
I mean,
I wasn't saying about giving them the juice. I was about making them vape.
Right, okay, but because it's considered NRT, is it going to be prescribed rather than purchased? Because obviously, if an inmate smokes, they have to purchase their own
Yeah.
cigarettes and tobacco.
Yeah, it shouldn't come out of our the taxpayers' money. It should they should be paying for it themselves. Simple as, I think.
We pay for them to be in there anyway, so it don't really fucking matter.
I mean, if it's being given to them instead of NRT, then presumably it's at the taxpayers' cost, isn't it? We have to assume so.
Yeah.
Probably a hell of a lot cheaper than sorting out 800 power cuts as well.
Yeah, I think the money saving thing's probably pretty genuine. That in my head, that checks out.
Well, also medical and stuff like that. If they smoke something a bit dodge, you know what I mean? Medical side of things. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's a very bloody good idea. Plus,
they won't give it free. They will sell it, and it will be taken from their work allowance, much the same as toiletries and cigarettes are now.
But it's another step to what do you call it?
Like normalizing vaping, isn't it?
Yeah. Legitimizing it.
Yeah.
I like Douglas is quite opinionated on this.
Yeah, Douglas is a little bit fired up about this.
Have you been triggered?
I like Douglas.
Talking of Douglas, it is Douglas that owns Shed Mods, isn't it?
Yeah, that does the Buffalo Horn mods. Yeah, Buffalo Horn Squonkers are sexy.
I didn't know they existed, and oh my word, they're incredible.
Really, really hard to get hold of though, because he does them as a hobby.
Yeah.
So in order to keep that hobby side up, he'll just make them in his own time.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, he fucking loves making them.
Douglas.
And I used to play quite a bit of Rocket League with Douglas, actually, to be fair. And as soon as they're done, he'll put them on his page, and then the first come, first served.
Yeah.
You'll probably only get one every couple of weeks, every month or so, but they are sexy as fuck.
They are banging.
Oh, a quick question from chat. Mark Elliott says, best mech squonker out there. I'm assuming it's a question. There's no question mark on it, but I'm assuming it's a question.
No, he's on about the one that they've just been talking about, I think.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Are you about Douglas's mech squonkers, Mark, or are you asking a question what we think is the best mech squonker out there?
I think he's on about Douglas's because Mark Ski is a squonking veteran.
Mark he is.
Elliott.
That would make sense. James Clark loves you, Mark Dolan. He says you're his hero.
Yay! Thank you.
I love standards.
Back to his prison rules, or what?
Sorry?
His prison rules.
What about prison rules?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just interested to see what people thought of it. For me, the money side of it checks out. What scares me a bit is sort of what you alluded to, putting batteries and liquid nicotine and stuff like that in the hands of people that, you know, you hear about like improvised weapons in prisons and stuff like that, and modifying things and fucking around with things, and like, is it?
Well, they do modify them in US jails. I mean, I've been watching 60 Days of Jail recently. It's a reality show on Channel 4 that follows 4 people from the real world that go into jails. Anyway, everybody's on e-cigarettes in there, and they do modify them to do all sorts of different things, weird and wonderful things.
That is the most scariest reality show out there. I think,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And they make weapons out of them, and they use them to take drugs in various ways, and it's very ingenious. Some of the ideas they can come up with for e-cigarettes.
I've got no issue with it as long as it's not going to be abused.
But it will be abused.
Of course it will.
That's really the question we have to ask ourselves: is are we okay with it in the knowledge that it will be abused?
I think if they're going to be closed systems, okay, I know there's ways of modifying a closed system, but what's stopping people vaping bleach, or you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, spiking someone's vape with something that will fuck them up, or you know, or just
that could happen at any point though, couldn't it? With a lot of different things.
Or just, you know, fucking hard shorting batteries to turn them into little explosives and stuff. Like, there's all sorts of fucking nasty stuff you could do with a battery.
Someone tells me they're not going to be giving them 18650s.
Well, no, probably not. But, you know, even a fucking ego battery can be scary when it goes.
I think
either way, whatever they do, I know whatever we think of it, they're just going to do it anyway. So the
question for me is it better to just let them carry on smoking, or, you know, should they have the right to access that product? It's a moral thing for me.
Well, I suppose it depends on their crime. Really, whether they have a right to do anything, it depends how severe their crime is, I think, personally.
But do they not have a right to NRT?
Well, exactly.
Regardless of their crime.
I think if they've got an addiction to any substance, and that includes nicotine, then it should be treated.
It's all down to fucking human rights bullshit. If you're in fucking jail, you're in jail for a reason.
Quite so.
Yeah,
Human rights still exist.
No, fucking bring back the electric chair. Hang the bastard. Depending on what they've done, of course.
So a lot of the manufacturers in the chat are saying, I don't care what they do as long as they use my product, basically. Dale and Paul have both said that.
Dale, that would be perfect for, obviously, at home knowing what it stands for. That would be fucking brilliant.
Could make fuzz into escape rope, couldn't they?
Have we done that? Are we happy with that topic? Have we done as much as we're going to do on it?
Not sure whether there's anywhere else to go with it, really.
No, it's very open opinionated, isn't it? It's very opinionated, is that subject.
To be honest, I was just very interested in hearing people's opinions on it. It's not something that to really fucking decide anything about. It's just something that I thought would be interesting to see what people thought.
I think when you look at human rights, they've got the same right as everyone else. To me, vaping isn't a right. Ooh,
but having addiction treated is a right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, give them champix.
Yeah,
once again, it comes down to fucking. It comes down to that fact. At the end of the day, is they have the right to do whatever. Well, sorry, but you're in a prison. You've done something wrong. You should have a fucking bed and a meal, and that's about it for me.
What, regardless of the crime?
You're in prison for a reason. If you've done something wrong, you've done something fucking wrong. At the end of the day, you're either stupid enough to get caught, or you fucking done something.
But that poses the moral question of prison itself is the punishment. Right?
No. I think
being isolated from society and forced to live in a fucking box with a bunch of other people that
are not isolated though, because they have PlayStations, they have TVs, they get to see the family unvisited. So what's the difference? I know a lot of people have been to prison and they say it's fucking easier than the outside world because they get a meal and they get a bed.
Yeah, my uncle always used to say that. It's easier being in jail.
I don't think you could tar everybody with the same brush, though. I mean, there's certain crimes out there which well, we know one person who almost very did go to prison, and I'm fucking over the moon he didn't. But you know, his reasons were justified. Anyway, I think we're getting onto a bit.
What about prison warden? Do they have the right to work in an environment where inmates are allowed to smoke? What about their rights?
Yeah.
Well, if they're apparently not allowed to smoke anymore, then...
Well, effectively, prison wardens, it is their place of work. Therefore, they should not be allowed to smoke. I know a friend of a friend has had a visit from the police, and he lit up a cigarette in his front room whilst the police were there, and they told him to put it out because it was their place of work, and they had a right to clean air.
Well, it depends if he invited them in. Or whether they had a warrant to go in.
I think they entered on their own. Yeah.
Anyway, this is getting far too.
Yeah, we're getting into the politics of prison.
Somebody want to choose another topic out of the list available? Should we try and lift the mood with something a little bit more cheerful, maybe?
Should we go to the TPD? Let's go back to prison.
Actually, Actually,
just very briefly, I was pretty impressed with Vapor's Oven last night, carrying on from the couple of conversations that we've had over the last few weeks, I know, but they've taken it upon themselves to remove the cupcake from their branding before they get approached by trading standards. So I was, kudos to them for doing that, for taking a good lead before they get a door knocking.
Fair play.
Good people. I do like Jameson and Cass. Tom, do you remember the first vape jab?
Yeah, when he took a vape on fucking Zap Rap's fucking mod. Yeah, we have got a funny story about Jameson from Vapor's Oven.
Oh dear. Someone wanted to show him his rap on his mod. What was it? SX Mini Q class, wasn't it, or something?
SX Mini, yeah. It was the very first SX Mini, and he was showing Jameson the rap.
Yeah, showing Jameson the rap, and he goes, "Here, this is what we do." And Jameson took a big vape off it. He's like, "No, we do the raps, mate." No.
The police usually insist on following around your house during an arrest while you get dressed, etc. The best thing to do if you're a vapor is go for a shit and take your merry fucking time, apparently.
Who's that from?
Who do you think?
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure if the cops bust into a house to do a raid on a heroin den, they're not going to allow all of them to go for a shit.
An orderly queue.
Human rights to go for a...
Human rights, guys. Human rights.
Whoa, I've got diarrhea. Oh,
Nah.
Next topic, please.
Hold on, I've got a question first of all. How do you wipe your ass with cuffs on? That's the question.
I don't know. Tell us, Tom.
I have no idea. I've never been for a shit while I'm in cuffs.
Appreciate the honesty on that.
Never seen. I've not been in cuffs. I'm just saying I haven't had a shit while I've been in cuffs. Right, Stuart. Next subject.
Should we have one of yours, Tom? Yours are all nice and cheerful.
All right. So you're stuck on a desert island. You're allowed one vape. What are you going to take, juice-wise and mod-wise? Mark, I'll let you start.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Nobody thought to think.
No. That's a tough one.
Real tough.
Hang on. You could have pre-planned us on this.
Nah, not a chance. I put you on the spot.
Well, we did invite you into the hangout about an hour and a half before the show started. To be fair. So
I had a screaming child at the time.
But we literally couldn't have pre-planned it any more than that because that's when we came up with it. So,
anyways, it's better on the spot because you might think afterwards and go, actually, but you've only got one chance. You haven't got time to think on that desert island, have you?
So you've had time to think. So go for
you got a place to charge your batteries.
yeah, presumably power isn't an issue, right?
Right. Well, that's easy for me then. The Troll RCA and the Minikin V2.
What juice?
Juice-wise, it'll have to be Little Havana.
Fine choice.
Wow.
My juice would be a Kina. I'm working on the hardware. I'm trying to decide whether I could live on this desert island. Am I going tank or am I dripping?
Ooh. Damon?
If you go in tank, it'll be the Sherman. And if you're dripping, it'll be the Pandora.
My favourite. Yeah, my favourite mod of all time probably is still the Vapor Flask.
Yeah, but they're ugly, aren't they? That's the problem with them.
Yeah, they're ugly, Stu. They're ugly.
They're really good mods, but I just don't like how they look.
If you're on a fucking desert island, you're not really going to be bothered. Is this a desert island question, by the way? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, desert island question. You're on a fucking desert island. You've got an ultimate supply of juice and a mod, one mod. That's it.
All right. I'd take a mech, because if you're on a desert island, then rust, water, and shit. And
also putting this to chat as well. So if chat, you want to tell us about what you take, let us know.
Damon, mod's still gonna rust, and mech's still gonna rust.
Yeah, but a regulated mod's gonna fuck up quicker than a mech.
Say I've got an endless supply. Hang on, was this not a plug? Is this an endless plug?
Not endless. I don't know what I'd take. I would probably take if I don't know. Is there a vapor flask out that's 200 watts now that can have a 25mm Atty on it? I think there is, but I've not used it, so I wouldn't want to take that. The juice I'd take
anyway, wouldn't it?
The juice I'd take would be custard donut from TYV, without a shadow of doubt. It's just fantastic and a great all-day vape.
Very, very good juice, that.
It is a great juice. And I don't know. I really don't know about the mod.
My mod, I think, would be the Kadama.
Which Kadama?
You still want something pretty to look at, don't you, when you're on that desert island?
Yeah,
Which Kadama?
But my reason for that, I've kind of just completely fucked it all up, because my reason for that is, I could drip and use a tank. But I couldn't.
One.
Ooh, I'm very late to the party on this, but I'm getting a Minikin V2 tomorrow, and I think that'd probably get a
awesome.
I'm gonna have one statement: swipe to unlock, swipe to unlock, swipe to unlock, swipe to unlock, swipe to unlock. You know what? Fuck off! I'm gonna use a mech.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What statement's that? Hang on. Swipe to unlock, swipe to unlock. But once you set it up, you don't need to unlock it.
Oh,
touche.
There you go.
Well, mine would probably be
right?
I reckon.
The people. Can I just make this, Stu? Where people go wrong with this, right, is they swipe and they get halfway down, and then you think it's unlocked. It's not. You've got to go the full screen width.
The one I was using earlier, I must have swiped 30 times before I lost my rag with it.
Yeah, but it's just your long fingers.
Did you have juicy fingers, man?
I ended up with osmosis all over the fucking wall, I'll tell you.
You got fingers like those alien creatures, ones stick to your face.
Face huggers. Those iconic
about my fingers. What are you saying about my fingers?
No, you got the wide angle lens on today.
Huh?
You got the wide angle lens on today. Can see most of your hand.
Stuart.
Yes, Tom?
Are you taking your dot box?
No. I'd probably take a Therian, but I don't think I'd take the DNA 75. I think I'd take the DNA 166, and I'd probably take this RDA, the Endless RDA, the V2S deck, and the Slam Cap.
That's the RDA I'd take. I'd take the Minikin V2, and that juice wise, I'd either take TYV's Key Lime or I'd take the lemon from Mr. Meringue.
Juice wise, hands down, I'd take Deja Voodoo from Wicklicker. It's just the best juice I've ever tasted in my life.
It's a bit sickly.
No, not for me. I like my juices a lot sweeter than you, mate.
I'm gonna have to shoot there, guys. But
bye, Riyadh.
Always a pleasure, obviously. Bye.
Bye, Riyadh. Take care, mate.
Hope you don't die. Bye.
I've got a lot longer left than you have.
Fuck off. Yeah, I honestly, at the moment, that's the best RDA I've actually ever vaped on. Genuinely, I prefer it to the Kennedy, to the Goon. It is genuinely my favourite RDA that I've ever used. Which, for fucking under 45 quid is not something to complain about, is it? Yeah, I reckon Therian 166 with an endless RDA. That would be me.
Do we get an endless supply of wire and cotton as well?
I fucking hope so.
I think that's one of the rules in this game, isn't it?
I don't know. Tom made the rules.
Yeah, I think you've got to be able to have that. But yeah, I'm just on about modern juice itself. Yeah, modern juice.
I tried Cortana by Wicklicker. Is that the new one? Because the last time I had any Wicklicker, they only had 4 flavors.
Cortana's the isn't that the orange one?
COS. It's the voice app.
Yeah, Cortana's also the woman from Halo.
True. Is it a mountain as well, Cortana? Anyway, we digress.
Cortana, isn't that the Nokia woman as well? Cortana.
Any Windows device. She's even on your Windows 10 computer.
Hey, Cortana.
I don't have a Windows 10 computer.
There she goes.
Fucking hate that bitch.
Fucking hell.
Right, going on to another subject, and Mark mentioning his nice Asmodeus Stabwood box.
Hang on, Tom. You've not given us yours yet.
I did. I said Minikin V2 with my 25 Slamham and either TYV's Key Lime Cheesecake or Mr. Moran.
Okay, I'll let you off then.
But going on to your Stabwood.
I thought you said one juice.
Yeah, I said either.
We'll pick one then.
Well, pick one then, yeah. Don't sit on the fence. Pick a juice.
All right. I'll go Key Lime. I'll go Key Lime. So going on to another subject, Mark, you was talking about your lovely Stabwood Asmodeus box that he was going to take with you. My question is Stabwood done to death, or are we going to see more sort of designs in Stabwood? Because a lot of stuff's come out in Stabwood. Has it been done to death because China sort of jumped on it, or do you think we're going to see a bit more this year?
Right.
I will say very quickly, because my opinion's very short on this, I'm a bit bored of it. That's all.
Have you had a Stabwood mod, Stu?
No.
Why are you bored of it then if you don't have any?
I'm a bit bored of seeing it hand-checked in every fucking high-end group and on every...
Is it because you want one, but maybe... I mean, I wouldn't mind one, but I can't afford 500, 600 quid. I'll be honest.
To be fair, I would like one. I would like to own one so that I own one, so that when I fancy looking at one, I can look at one. But I'd probably just get something pretty standard like an M17. I wouldn't get any of these fucking custom handmades.
I agree. We've been working on our a mod for a while, and one of the things don't get me wrong, I love stabilized wood, but it was something that we decided not to do. We much prefer natural English wood rather than a stabwood. Now, I do respect stabwood, and I have a number of stabwood mods.
Will a natural wood last? A natural English wood last as long as a stabwood?
If it's looked after, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to put in the time with it, haven't you?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Douglas said no. Stabwood is still alive, but I think the days of every modder charging silly money for mods is coming to an end. And
Agreed.
I think the prices for stabwood have to come down. They just have to.
Damien Mortar's last review, I think it was of the Plankton, which is a brand new mod out to market from a brand new modder, I think from Malaysia, if memory serves me right. And the entry cost is over 500 quid.
Fuck.
Now, for a brand new modder, bringing out a brand new Stabwood mod, that is a piss take, I think, anyway. And that's one reason the market's dropped out a bit.
I would like to see someone other than China / the Philippines doing like a nice Stabwood sleeve mech mod. I think that's a thing that still needs to actually happen properly.
Didn't Limitless do some wooden style? I don't know if it's
wooden ones, yeah, like bamboo looking fucking cheapo bullshit, motherfuckers.
There's the I want to say Betty. Is it the Betty or the Bettle?
The Bettle. The Bettle's acrylic, isn't it?
A resin or something like that.
Yeah, it's resin or acrylic or something.
Yeah, it's resin.
Is it resin?
Yeah. I just think resin mods look cheap.
Yeah, that new one from...
there you go. Paul says he's got Stabwood sleeves coming for the Endless.
The new Relo looks, I think, incredibly cheap and a bit tacky. But that's not Stabwood.
You look at the new Picos from
the resin Picos. I think they're lovely.
I think honestly, I
tell you what I think's a bit overrated now that I've seen it is the Cartel Revenant. Everyone was banging on like fucking balmy about the Cartel Revenant, and now that I've had one in my hand, I'm not that impressed with it.
One of my customers has got a blue and white one. It just looks
You can only put 22 mil atties on it. It's a DNA 166. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Someone put slab wood is just cut off from trees. Slab wood? Or we're talking about stab wood?
All wood is cut off from trees. That's kind of how it works. You get a tree, right, and that's made of wood. Then you cut bits off it and you make stuff out of them.
I mean, if there's anyone watching the show who doesn't know what stabilized wood is, has anyone got a quick definition?
You basically soak it in resin, then vacuum it, and then bake it, and then soak it, and then vacuum it, and then bake it. And what happens is the resin impregnates between the bonds on a molecular level with the wood, forming it into something that looks like wood, but is as hard as motherfuck. And then
Brilliantly done that.
Then you can color it, and you can cut it with resin, and you can do all sorts of other stuff to make it look funky. But actual stabilized wood is just a process of heat treating and vacuuming and soaking in resin to toughen the wood.
Yep.
Yeah, it fills the voids, exactly.
Nice one, Stu.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and you notice this difference actually when you see cheap stab wood, you'll see that the knots and stuff still have gaps in them.
Yeah,
where it's been rushed and done quickly.
To be fair, one of my Kadamas is like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's Chinese stab wood, it's cheaper stab wood. Because I heard this on a podcast. It was Let's Vape, the Let's Vape podcast.
Oh, good old Vaping V1CK.
No, it wasn't. No, it was. Sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't Vix. It was an American one. It wasn't Vix podcast. Anyway, it doesn't matter what it's called. They had a stabilizer on there, and this guy was basically saying that there's only 2 companies that make the stuff that you need, or at the time there were only 2 companies that actually produced the stuff that you needed to do the stabilizing. And the reason it was so expensive is because not only did you have to fork out fortunes on specialist equipment, but you were locked in a market with one of these 2 companies, neither of whom were coming down on the price. Now that China's introduced cheaper ways of doing it to the market, that's what's actually forcing the good stuff to become more competitive. That's what I heard.
You know, I like a good high-end piece of stabilized wood, don't get me wrong. That's done right, that's the nice. There's a Facebook group called Exotic Wood or something along those lines. What?
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Exotic wood. It's just my little mind.
There are some.
Is that your stage name, Tom?
There are some hideous pieces of wood out there, and I mean fucking hideous. Look like a fucking molested peacock. They are hideous.
Are you looking at wrong Facebook group?
A molested peacock.
A molested peacock.
2017 Mark Dolan.
That's going to be the name of our first mod. Don't knock it.
The molested peacock.
One says that's your VG wrestling name. Big Exotic Wood Thomas.
On further news, guys, I've just had an email flash up. The Pandoras have cleared customs.
Is it coming?
With an empty box.
It's coming. It's coming. And now I know that they're in the East Midlands. Our pre-orders will go up this evening on those. So expected dispatch Monday, Tuesday. I will get those up tonight. Anyone that wants a Pandora?
How much are they again, Mark?
£50.
£50.
£50.
I think we can call that inexpensive.
We can call that affordable.
Mid-range.
Affordable.
Yeah, affordable. Definitely.
There is also a Facebook group for the Pandora, isn't there?
There is indeed.
Is it worth telling the good people about that?
Yes. I'm going to have to check what it's called. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
called Pandora's Box.
Yeah, Pandora's Box. If you go and have a nosy on.
Now, just a word of warning: do be very careful with your search engines and whatnot when you're looking at the Pandora, because I think it was season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. There was a drag queen called Pandora Box. Okay. And I know that some of us have significant others that share our computers and stuff like that, and it could lead to some awkward situations if you search for the wrong thing.
I went to school with a girl called Pandora. She never showed me a box though.
Selfish.
Because she was lesbian, that's why.
Mark, what's the Pandora? Pandora. Go and check out the Facebook group Pandora's Box. It's an RDA, an awesome RDA, a very good RDA, which means, guys, as soon as they land, I'll be dispatching yours out.
Whee.
So hopefully you'll all have them in hand by the time for next week's show.
Awesome.
I'm not on next week then.
Doesn't look like you'll get one then.
Right. Also, I was the only bastard that did a video as well.
No, you weren't.
Well, where is it, Stu? Where's your video then?
I did a video.
Where is it?
Let me just find it for you.
Stu did do one, and it actually made me a Lindsay piss.
Actually, it made me laugh as well.
Yeah, you
It does seem to go public at some point.
No, I'll share a link to it right now. My channel.
Like and subscribe, smash the bell.
Oh, mate, it's literally only this video on there. This video is the only thing on there.
Like and subscribe, smash the fucking bell.
I don't use my personal YouTube, really. I will at some point, but... right, there's a link going in the chat now to my review video, so you can all enjoy that.
Well, they're all going to go and watch that now, aren't they?
No, they can watch it after the show. I'm sure they can all click it up and then pause it.
Stu, have you monetized it?
No.
Oh.
Can you share a link to the Pandora's Box group as well?
Yeah, I'll have to log into my Facebook, so you lot chat amongst yourselves for a minute.
I'll do that then. I'm in Facebook if you want.
Okay, if you're in Facebook, you do that then.
Yeah, all right.
8 minutes, 45 seconds. You can fuck off. I'm not watching that.
No,
You've got to watch it.
it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. It's a very informative and entertaining tutorial.
No, it is very enjoyable, actually.
Stu doesn't want to give his Pandora up.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my Pandora.
I'm not a moderator. Can someone take that out of chat and put that into the YouTube chat, please?
What I'd actually like to do is keep my Pandora and then pay for it. Is what I'd actually like to do. But I can't afford to pay for it just yet. So quite happy to have it for free for now.
Payday purchase. Payday purchase.
So that's a link to my tutorial and a link to the Pandora's Box Facebook group. And if JB wants to, then he can post that tutorial in the Pandora's Box Facebook group if he likes, and then people can just watch it when they go to that group, and easy peasy.
It is very funny, actually. It had me laughing on a few Saturdays ago.
It's a very serious video, thank you, Damon. Can we not?
I'm sure that's how it was intended.
It's a very serious, factual piece of content.
Very quickly, I know Damon had something that he wanted to talk about briefly this evening. Is that still the case?
Have you got the trailer?
I'm just going on to bring it up, and we can share the video.
Shall we bring it up?
It's up to you. Do you want to bring it up?
Yeah, all right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
What's your thing called?
These aren't the opinions of Vape Talk UK. And everything that is said to me in anonymously could be taken allegedly. But anyway, let's play the video first.
Hang on, I need to find the video. What group's it in?
Oh, Jesus. It's in Vape Collective. I tagged you.
No, but I'm typing Vape Collective and nothing's coming up.
Oh, no.
Doncaster, got it. Chat amongst yourselves whilst I
No, I think we should actually leave some awkward silence while you.
Well, you had something else as well on Stu.
Let's put the camera broadcasting Dolan, and then let's just have some awkward silence for a minute, please, everyone.
Where the fuck's this video, Damon? I can't fucking find it.
I thought you were going to do this after you'd.
We did. Stu and I chatted before the show, and we decided that I was going to stream it rather than download it. And
you could have fucking prepared in advance, Mark, couldn't you?
I did. I completely forgot. I'm going back to the 20th of October now. Damon, can you get the video?
I've got the URL.
PM me the URL.
Earl. My name is Earl. There you go, Damon. It's in the chat. The Hangouts chat.
Stu, you had something else to touch on.
No, I'm leaving the camera focused on Dolan until he plays this video, mate.
Anyway,
Stop talking, Damon. It's important.
I can't do this to Mark. I'm just can't.
Okay, do you want to full screen it?
Yeah, full screen it. This is the new teaser trailer from Sigelli to go with their lovely new bright, colourful mod with my initial on it.
The Sigelli vodka bar.
Let's all mute ourselves so we can see it.
Good idea.
I've got it to broadcast Dolan only, so...
Is it full screen, yeah? So there we go. The new Sigelli Spectrum.
Yeah.
I really like it. Your lifestyle.
I really like it when Chinese brands just take two words and just put them together, and that's what the product is called. The Spectrum.
Damon, unmute yourself.
The flatulent donkey.
It's like last night we were in a Hangouts, me, Tom, and some other lads, and I showed him a picture of, you know, the Vaporesso Taro Nano.
Yep.
And in the top left corner of the packaging, it just says, for no reason at all, big small. It says Vaporesso Taro Nano at the bottom with the Vaporesso logo and a picture of the device. And then in the top left corner of the box, it just says big small.
Okay.
Big small.
That's what Lindsay calls my penis. Anyway,
anyway, that tank only works. Well, I don't know whether it'll work as in vape on other mods, but the lovely, nice, shiny, bright bit will only work with the Sigelli, obviously. Which but I took the piss out of it a bit, saying I wanted one. I don't want one. And then somebody who shall remain anonymous, but some people might know him. But anyway, he's going to remain anonymous. PM me about 5 minutes later saying, and I asked him if I could publish this quote, and he said, yeah, that's fine, but please just do it anonymously. So that it's cool. I can use this. So he said to me, "Hi, Damon. I'd avoid the new Sigelli mod and tank. I was employed by them for the new UK office, which they then decided to close once they had a UK bank account. The mod is very cheaply made, and the tank only works on that mod. I did R&D and product design for them. They took all my ideas and suggestions and then screwed us all over because apparently this was a UK team that all got fired. Shame really, as I worked my ass off to get the job and gave them everything I could. Was my dream role. Hope you're feeling well." That bit didn't really... yeah, so basically what Sigelli did was open up a business here, hired a load of UK staff. Reading between the lines, but maybe I shouldn't do that, but maybe to get... and maybe someone in chat could help with this. Maybe to get a UK bank account, which was what they were after. And then promptly fired the whole fucking lot of them after they got all their ideas from them. So, yeah. Thoughts on that, guys?
Wow.
Classic Sigelli.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thoughts on that. It's just fucking Sigelli to a T, isn't it? Shady motherfuckers.
Well, what sorry, Stu. What else have they been shady about?
Well, it's just this whole thing with like, do you remember when somebody kicked off about for the 213 not doing even close to 213, and their EU
that was DJ LSB, wasn't it?
Yeah, and their EU sales rep, their EU sales rep went fucking bananas at him.
Yeah, he
openly, publicly, properly fucking had a go at him, really savagely. Like, it's not the first example we have of them behaving very unprofessionally,
maliciously,
and just fucking people.
I quite like the mod, though, to be fair.
Sorry?
I quite like the look of the mod, to be fair.
It looks like an alien that was designed by someone that owns Vodka Revolutions.
Riyadh said in chat, surely if they wanted a UK bank account, they could have just registered a UK business.
But do they have to employ a certain quota of UK staff for that? Does anybody know in chat? I don't know international business law with regards to countries investing in us. I would imagine that they have to employ a certain quota. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would certainly take that story with a pinch of salt, but it does ring all too familiar with, stuff we've seen Sigelli do before, doesn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there. I thought the tank was. I thought that the mod's been out a while, hasn't it? Or they've been teasing it a while.
Can it play drum and bass?
Paul says no. You need 2 directors.
Douglas is saying it's just a disgruntled fucking employee, but it's how good the sauce is, really, at the end of the day. So. Damon, you know the source, so
I do, yeah, and I trust him. I've got no reason really to disbelieve him. But people bullshit. But I've got no reason to disbelieve him. Let's put it like that.
It does seem a little odd that you'd come to the UK, set up a company, and then sack all the staff. It does seem a bit.
Yeah, it does seem a bit.
Says, all joking aside, that will sell by the bucket load. Yeah, it'll be the next Alien. Guaranteed.
It will sell by the bucket load, yeah.
Absolutely guaranteed. And it'll be hilarious because those lights in the tank and in the fucking side of the mod are going to drain so much battery life and people are going to be crying.
Just watch this summer in Ibiza. That'll be the big thing in clubs.
Yeah, instead of put your lighters up, it'll be put your fucking, what's it called? What's it called? The cheese sandwich antelope. Put your fucking antelope in the air.
In the air, wave it like you just don't care.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. Reach for the fucking lasers.
Correct what both Paul and Riyadh are saying. Director and secretary. I didn't think you needed a secretary anymore. But you can literally simply open a business, a limited company. Based on
like he says as well, actually, LEDs only use a small amount of power. I mean, the IO's got an LED, hasn't it?
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking lights in that. I'd have thought it'd be noticeable.
Anyway, in my opinion, it's an ugly fucking thing, and it's retailing on pre-order in the States at the moment at $45. So it's
cheap and cheerful,
very inexpensive if you want one out there. But apparently, they're not made very well.
I'd like to apologise to Tash as well if she's just been
dismissed.
Dismembered from the group. Yeah, my apologies.
I like John Dyer's comment, but it's not very irrelevant. But I like the comment. It's saying last 2 vape expos, the Sigelli staff always smoking outside. Not that it matters. It just shows no confidence in their product.
No, I think that does matter. I think that matters a lot.
I agree.
Well, come on, it's not just Sigelli doing that, though. The bloody amount of people at Vape Collective, vendors at Vape Collective that were smoking and at Vape Fest, it's rife.
I think it says a hell of a lot about your belief in what you do if you basically do the opposite thing while you're at an event that celebrates that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I agree with it, but you could sell Reynolds and not drive a Renault.
It'd be like turning up to an AA meeting fucking handing out bottles of vodka. Like, it wouldn't fucking fly, would it?
Yeah, but we got people in industries that are there for money, and that's literally some people are like that. So
what? So if you owned an off license, that'd be okay.
So, but the thing is for me is if people aren't advocating and saying don't do this, don't do that, don't do other, and they're just offering something on the market, then I get it. I get that people smoke or whatever. That's their own choice to do that. But it does look bad on them as a business, definitely.
I don't know, man. Like if I was still fucking a head chef, I wouldn't employ people that weren't passionate about food. You know, if somebody came to me for a job with 10 years experience as a chef, but they were on a liquid only diet, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't give you the job.
Would you employ a vegan on the grill?
No, you wouldn't. Exactly. You couldn't employ a vegan as a steak chef. You got to employ someone that fucking loves steak.
Would you employ a bold hairdresser?
Oh.
Well, to be fair, actually, a lot of hairdressers do just buzz their hair off, but that's a thing.
But they'd never cut their own hair, though, would they?
No.
Douglas has made a great point. Plenty of people who do not drink on off licenses.
Yeah, but you know, unless it's a fairly high end off license, you don't have to really give much advice about booze, do you?
Exactly. Like Paul says, if I went to a fat club and the woman on the front was eating a Greggs while telling me eat lettuce, I would be suspect. Yeah. Like, how do you invest in a company that clearly doesn't believe in what they're doing?
And don't invest in them.
Simple. That's what fucking annoys me. That's why it winds me up, because people do. Because not everyone goes to these events and sees the cunts out back of fucking Bay 7 smoking a Marlboro. Oh, don't, because you're going to start me again, and the chat don't like it when I start.
They're just there to make the cheddar. That's all it is.
And Paul's quite right. You can have a huge knowledge and be a smoker, but I don't think our industry is all about knowledge. I think our industry is also about that bond, that fucking support, that giving a fuck. It's different to a lot of other industries, you know.
See, I think manufacture is very, very different to the retail side of things. You know, I would never, ever, ever employ a smoker. I'm not sure if I could say that, but I would never employ a smoker. However, if you know, you can get some amazing engineers that produce some amazing products that are smokers.
Yeah. Paul just said, I understand how to lose weight, but I'm still a fat cunt. And Paul, I do like food, but not as much as you like Snickers.
You see, my machinist is a smoker, but he's a fucking good machinist.
Look, for me personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't hire a machinist that was a smoker.
Really?
Couldn't do it. If I was selling a vapor product, I'd have to know that it was made by vapors for vapors. I'd have to know that.
But it was designed by me.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. I'm not criticizing your decisions. I'm talking about my personal moral compass. I couldn't do it.
Is this your machinist for your new box, Mark?
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit what they were doing. If they're a machinist and they're building me a fucking decent product, then so fucking what they do? They're paid to do the job of fucking making me a product, not smoking.
Yeah, but still got his morals.
Yeah, I'm just saying for me, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but as a machinist, are they just machining mods for the e-cig industry and being an advocate for the e-cig industry? Or are they manufacturing stuff for everything and anything?
Riyadh, what the fuck, Stu? Laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
that's going a bit like heretic, isn't it, really? It's a bit extreme.
It probably is a bit extreme, but I'm not going to fucking be dishonest about how I feel on the subject.
Oh, about Paul again, he's on it again. I saw a comment the other day that summed it up for me. I have managed the bookmakers for 15 years. I haven't got a clue how to ride an horse.
Well, is that about wrapping it up then? 1 minute to go?
I'm making Paul was coming. The birdie had some as they smashed her own granny in before.
Oh, Riyadh has got a point. You've got an endless mod probably manufactured by smokers, yeah.
I've just replied to him. I said if I was making a product.
But where do you draw the line, though? You know, I mean, it's down to personal choice, obviously.
All I'm saying is, for me, if I was sourcing people to put a product on the market, I would want to source people that backed the industry on a moral level. So I personally wouldn't want people making my
Then
product.
you never release a product because the places you go over.
Maybe I never will release a product. You know, for example, like if I had juice made, I'd want to know that everyone in the lab that's making my juice is a vapor, and that's quite common. Look at Dale's lab. Everyone that works in Dale's lab's a vapor.
I think that's fair enough. But when you're talking about outsourcing a piece of mechanical object, outsourcing it doesn't fucking make a difference.
Paul, my Chinese staff don't smoke. Only their hands from popping the rings on. They aren't old enough to smoke. Oh, brilliant. I think on that note, are we about there?
Yeah, I think we've got them about to be done, haven't we?
On that bombshell.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
I really enjoyed tonight. I think tonight.
Who's the host again?
Don't know anyone really. You can say goodbye if you want, Damon.
I've never said goodbye before. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me on.
Let me stop you, Damon. You did, because we were all on our phones last time.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been, as always, an absolute pleasure. Yeah, Big Tom, do you want to say goodnight?
Peace. Wave your hand thing.
Peace, Mark. Do you want to say goodnight?
Ciao, Bella.
And finally, Captain Manpong.
Listen, mate, it's been a fucking rough week. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Good night,
all. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Yeah, I'll stop the broadcast now.